Yeah, seems alright. Let's add the marker. Alright, somewhat early start in comparison to usual bits. It's only a couple of minutes into the stream, still like 4 or 5, so that's good. Let's go for Tails.
I think I go second.
Okay, seems reasonable. We will draw. Okay. Alrighty then, let's see what we can do. We will draw. Volkner. See what we can get. Also really tired today as well, so I don't know what's up with that, but just a bit bleh. Well, I know the item is gonna be Nest Ball. Like, that's just the obvious grab, so we should probably just get that. And then with the Nest Ball, see, I know what I want, but at the same time, I don't know if it's enough. It's probably fine. We have a decent bit of stuff for it. Yeah, I'm gonna grab Eevee and just energy evolve that.
I see.
Yeah.
Our battle might be legendary.
Well, you see, it was either this or I bring PikaPads out again, and I wanted to do this first. Alright, go ahead. You've already had the wrath of PikaPads like 3 times in a row, so, you know.
So we'll get a Jirachi.
Yep.
Volkner.
Yep, okay. I suppose it's fine either way, really, isn't it? Yep. So the escape board means you can retreat while asleep, because this guy requires you to fall asleep to use its ability.
Yep, Stellar Wish.
Yep, its ability is kind of insane. So I was thinking, do I want to get go for this with the Nest Ball? But then I was like, no, because I kind of just want to get the Eevee out here. So any trainer of any class that we find, yep, so we get to use that. And then this thing falls asleep, but it's just symbolic at this point because it can still retreat whilst that, just to show the people. It's pretty good.
I think I'm also going to follow your example here.
Yeah, you've got a better opening setup for that, mind you, but yeah, it's for the best, isn't it? Yep. To get that. The energy evolves.
I think we'll... Oh wait, there's no energy. No wait, no, we can't retreat. It reduces energy cost.
Yep, it reduces retreat by 1. I don't have Absol in play, so yep.
And we'll Electro Bullet.
Yep, which is 60
so
to the active.
Fine right now. Eh?
Yeah, 60 to the active because that's hit for weakness, and then 30 to the Jolteon on the bench. It's pretty good. Alright, we will draw.
It's a good job Zapdos can't hit weakness, considering it's weak to itself.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly why it can't hit weakness. Okay, we'll bench a second one. I'm going to have to do this in a very weird way, but I think we have to anyway. We're going to escape rope.
Yep.
And then we're going to Guzma to bring the Jolteon in again. Got second energy, got the choice band for what it's worth. So this is 60. Yeah, I think I probably do still need to headbolt here. Yeah, so we will for 140.
Oh, that doesn't even do it if I do that. That's slightly annoying, but I might just have to do that anyways. Faulkner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's... I do that just short. That's annoying. So I might just have to do this instead.
Ah, I see. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And we'll Swift Run.
Right, yep, flip the marker. And we will draw. Swift Run. Doesn't do damage to you, but you can't do damage to me, so, yeah. I've got nothing I can do, so, you know.
Bit of lightning energy there. Does my in the damage Zapdos?
Yeah, just, yeah. I've got nothing I can do. I bricked on everything, so there's no point in playing 1, 2, 3, 4. Jirachi doesn't do it. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, like, I can't do anything. I've got nothing to play, so...
Do you want me to grab out something different?
No. No,
Okay.
fuck that. I just bricked. Like, what more do you want me to say? I can't fucking do anything, right? So, it's not your fault.
Just in case you wanted to go up and do something different.
Nope. Pepper, what are you doing? Yeah, we can.
Through?
Yes, we can hear that. Yes. Yeah. Anyway, we will nest ball. Obviously, I've just been a bit of an ass on it anyway, but it's fine. Alrighty. We will grab the Eevee, and then we do have another one, which I think is probably best grabbing Rachi. It seems like it makes sense. Yeah, also, I guess the other thing of prizing my other Eevee is just like, you know, that doesn't exactly help. Max Potion was pretty good though, not gonna lie. It's one of those things that's like actually good in this particular thing, right? Rather than, you know, if I was using like one of the other things could like full blitz or something, end up being like really terrifying for it. But yep, gonna energy evolve as you would expect. I guess we get the choice band down on it now because we might as well. Bench an Absol, and we will judge here. Use our Stellar Wish. Grab ourselves Rope. I'm just not sure if I actually want to use Rope this turn is the only thing. So I probably won't. Yeah, we'll flip for the sleep and we'll say go ahead.
Nest ball.
Yep.
Stellar Wish.
Mm-hmm.
Escape Rope.
Yep.
Stellar Wish.
Yep. And I am going to put this way because I do have Absol in play this time, so this is not a zero retreat anymore. Yep.
Ultra Ball, discarding Guzma and Tapu Koko.
Okay.
Well, we want those 4 back in.
Oh, what happened to that? Did you like take a thing off the top of his deck or something? What did you do?
No, he never put his Jirachi cards back.
Oh, right, from the Ultra Ball. Right, yeah, before... Uh-huh. Right, so those are supposed to be in thing as well. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we'll do this properly then.
Yeah. I don't know if what you need is in that bit specifically, but still.
Yeah, that would have been a problem actually, because I was looking for this.
Oh, okay.
Escape
Oh, another
Rope.
one. Right, okay, yep.
Yeah, we're in problems right now.
Yeah, this is the Narachi experience when there's an Absol in play.
No, it's your judge messed me up
Oh
massively.
yeah, I can imagine it did. That was half the point. That's why I didn't use Volkner and I used that instead, because I was like, yeah, I can play around that. I've still got plenty of stuff for it. Yep.
Go ahead.
Yeah, do you want to flip for the sleep anyway? Because I don't know if I'm killing that this turn. Yep, alright. From GCD present the dub. Oh, you've got an emote from Thea. Oh, that's kind of funny. Alright. Okay, yeah, we will draw. Right, so I think I will actually start with my Stellar Wish as well here. Get that. I mean that's pretty good, so I suppose I probably should. Yeah, we'll take Faulkner and use that. So we'll grab our energy. So it's like, do I get the board or yeah, board is probably fine. Yeah, we'll take a skateboard. Yeah, because it's only your stuff which gets blocked by that. It's very rude, but you know. Skate rope.
I mean, it's going to be a Jirachi. Is there any point moving the damn thing?
No, if it's going to be Arachi, then that's fine. Yeah, we'll use the wish, but I mean, you know, I've got board in. You know, I'm going to be retreating at some point, so probably best not to bother too much there. Yeah, I'll grab out Nest Ball.
What I want to know is who keeps pushing these sleepy Jirachis on skateboards back to the bench again.
Right? I mean, hey, the skateboards are rocket powered, dude. They just jet themselves back. Right, yeah, so again, it's as we've seen before, it's a zero retreat, so do the thing with that. I guess I will just put the second energy on and headbolt for the KO here.
Yeah, you might have just won this already. You
yeah, that's that can be just how it goes, yeah. It's
like, at least do the Rachi first there, because you have a skateboard.
yeah,
but...
well, I have Absol out. The skateboard does nothing.
Yeah.
Right? the escape
Yeah,
board,
that's
you
not
need
good.
to pay the energy still. That definitely doesn't help. Yeah. Yeah, I had a bunch of energy in my Thunder Mountain prize. That was about it, really. Yeah, this matchup can be pretty explosive. Which way do you want to do it? I should have said. Because like I was just going first because I wanted to and that, but you know, I guess.
I should probably go first. So.
I mean, you can try going first this time, yeah, because you didn't thingy first last time. So, yeah. All right. Ah, okay, that's a bit of a different one. Yeah, so this guy can retreat for free because of his ability, because that makes this retreat cost 0. But yeah, Rachi will still need an energy attached, even if it has the skateboard on it to get out, even with that.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, it's not unreasonable.
Well, Rachi?
Yep. Seems good. Ooh, this is nice. Yep. So another new card from Team Up stuff here. There's a lot of the new stuff we are getting to show here, which is good. Like all of the most of the main bits we have here for it. So you discard a card.
Well.
Yep, you discard a card, and then you get a basic energy out of your deck.
Discard a Guzma?
Yep.
Ultra Ball, discarding 2 lightning energy.
Yeah, this is the nice bit with it, because now we can get the next new card out of the set.
That would not evolve that, so I need to think here. It's probably fine to get a Zapdos here.
Yep. Yeah,
we are going to
because you
dance with
have
the
it,
ancients.
yeah. And which ones are the... So you choose 2, and then you attach the lightnings to them, and then Lost Zoneness.
I'll probably attach 1 to Zeraora, 1 to Zapdos.
Yep, that makes sense. So they can get attached, and then this guy gets Lost Zoned. Yeah, that's about as ideal as a turn 1 setup as you can get, really.
Go ahead.
Yep, so you want to flip for the sleep. Because, yeah, it's one of those that it could potentially matter. We will see. Okay, we will start with using the Viridian as well. We'll discard a lightning here. Just see what we're working with ourselves. Alright, so I think that's had 2 of those prized. That's kind of annoying. Okay, seems reasonable, right? Yep. Obviously, we'll grab 1 ourselves. Okay, what's the best order of operations off this again? I think we go Wish first here. Yeah, that's fine, because we grab Nest Ball and use said Nest Ball to grab ourselves the Eevee that was also in the top bit. Just thinking, probably best to do this bit first. We will go Volkner before we do that. Yeah, it was a do I Volkner first or do I do the Wish first? I think doing the Wish first, I was like, I've got more outs to get exactly, like, you know, the Ball Search sort of bit that I want here, because now we can go ahead and do this. So we'll go Ultra Ball, discarding the Lightning, and probably that is fine. Yeah, I think. I kind of want that though. Yeah, we'll discard Electric Power. So we can grab. I want to grab Rachi, but I think it's probably better grabbing that. Is the other one? Yeah, the other one is there. Yeah, probably best grabbing the EV. So we can attach to Energy Evolve. Because I also started with the Cocoa Prism. So we'll go the Eevee and Jolteon for our own Dance of the Ancients. Oops, didn't need to shift that over. So we'll do that. This gets Lost Zones. And then I have the board. So we will do that, and yeah, we will Headbolt for the knockout.
Meridian Forest.
Yep.
Discarding Max Potion.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Choice Band, Electropar.
Yeah.
Even.
Yeah, you do.
I do, it's 200.
Yep, so... Alright, we will draw. Let's start with the Wish, I think. Yeah, because I don't really want a Viridian first here. I want to kind of keep the stuff that I've got if I can. Sure, we'll grab a Switch. And the obvious why I don't want a Forest first is because I do have another Rachi. So we will swap to that and use that Stellar Wish. It's not terrible, but... probably not amazing either. Let's go ahead and grab Guzma, I guess. Yeah. Right, I'm just realizing the retreat needs to happen with the escape board. The retreat is what should happen here, and the switch is what I need to actually go out to the thing. Ay. Ordering is annoying because I want to use the Viridian and pitch the escape board that I've got because I don't need it on this one. So we'll use the switch to get to the Eevee, if that's not like being too stupid. Because I do need the energy here, right, to get the guy. It's not going to be energy evolved though, because I did draw it. So there is that. Go to that, and now the switch can be used to get here, because we did already have a retreat for free with the escape board on the first one. I think I like internally did that and then just like discarded the thing anyway because I'm silly. And then yeah, I think it probably is just yeah, it's probably best just to be a headboard at the moment, I think.
Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Faulkner.
Yeah, you got it. I don't even need to see it because you've got it. Yeah, I mean, that's the matchup in general, I guess, but I got incredibly unlucky 2 games in a row. 2 games out of 3, so, you know, can't really say much. You had absolutely everything possible with a bit there, and again, I bricked with having nothing I could play. So, you know, it is how it is. But you literally could not have started better there, and had the perfect turn 2, turn 3, without even using Jirachi, right? Like, you literally just God drew. Like, there is no better way of putting it. You simply God drew. So yeah, I mean, obviously the decks are rather explosive with the bid. I have changed this around a fair bit with it, playing, again, Judge instead of Cynthia, because I think it's actually better here, to be honest. With the amount of Rachi that you've got, you can just play around the Judge regardless, and as you can see, sometimes it does mess the opponent up quite a bit. So Yeah, I think Judge is just strictly better in this deck. I don't really see the point in... Well, I know I see the point in playing Cynthia, of course, but I just don't think it's remotely necessary. And, yeah, I mean, obviously the Max Potion tech kind of killed stuff, but ultimately I just only drew one Volkner and that was it, right? I had like one Volkner or one Judge and literally nothing else. So, sometimes you do just get unlucky like that. But you can see how like wild the Coco stuff can be on turn 1 if you happen to get lucky enough for it. You're playing less energy in here as well, so yeah, you really did get very lucky in that game 3 to get fucking free energy set up on turn 1 in this deck. Like, woof, you know, not much better to say with it. Obviously, a lot of Switch cards in the stuff. It's a very similar list otherwise, as you would expect. Yeah, a lot of the Switch stuff to go with. Tons of damage potential with it here. And, yeah, it's a cool deck.
Yeah, just didn't want to throw Charizard against you immediately.
I
So
mean, fair
grab
enough.
something I hadn't played.
Fair enough.
I do like this deck.
Oh yeah, a deck is really good. I mean, you can see why I wanted to play the Jolteon last time round, and even though it obviously wasn't quite as explosive in some way, I just still got some of this bit off, right? I just couldn't get like the headbolt immediately that well because we didn't have the Coco. Obviously, Jirachi does a fair number on stuff here as well. Viridian Forest helps out quite a bit to get the energy so you can energy evolve. Like, beyond just having Volkner, that gives you a second thing energy that you could sort of look for it. So, like, yeah, there's a ton of... It's really cool. Like, the deck is awesome. And it's nice, obviously, seeing how good the Jolteon genuinely is with it. Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be the argument of, like, should I Swift Run or should I not with stuff places. But you can only do it once, and it's like, the decks play, like, 2,000 outs to be in there to like gusting away, so it's like you're just gonna kill it anyway. Sort of it there. I was thinking, nah, I don't know if it's worth it even, right? So maybe a mistake on my own end. Who the hell even knows? But yeah, it's cool. Zapdos doesn't hit itself a weakness, thankfully, so you need an Electro Power to keep going with that, but it is still very strong. Yeah, just a shame that I basically bricked on the stuff, and like, yeah.
It can happen either way.
It can. It just, you know, I had to force you to brick basically off of it rather than, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, I had to make you brick, I just naturally bricked 2 games out of 3, which is, yeah, a bit of a shame. I can't even say I bricked that badly in game 3, it's just like I had nothing else I could go on, and you have 4 prizes up in 3 turns, like, not much I can do. So, yeah.
Electropower and Choice Band is a disgusting combination.
Yeah, I mean, when you can hit it twice in a row a bit as well, again, without using the Jirachi, like, incredibly lucky, I'll be honest with you. Like, just, wow. Seeing it, like, I obviously can see how it happens, but yeah, to hit that twice in a row off of it is exceptionally lucky.
I wasn't sure if I should have went into the Jirachi because it didn't have a retreat for it, and then I top-decked the Switch, and it's just like, oh. Like, I wanted to go in with something that had free retreat regardless.
Right, which is a bit hard to do when I have the Absol tech down, you know.
Yeah, but Zapdos had an energy on it, so...
That's true. Yeah. No, I say I'm not like, you know, remotely bitter with this stuff because it's really cool just see it's cool just seeing the deck sort of do its thing, and it's yeah, it's a fun bit with it. It's just a shame that it's like couldn't have been, you know, at least a bit better of a setup for it, really. But again, not much you could do. I was sort of thinking in that first game, it's like, do I need to get the Rachi instead of the Eevee here? But I was like, no, because the Rachi is going to die to Zapdos immediately, and then I'm in an even worse position than what I would have been, right? Because then I have no attacker either, and it's just like, I guess I've got to just kind of shoot the shot here, and yeah. Right, anywho, I did not actually get to play you last time, Pepper, so...
I was going to say,
yeah.
You should play Pepper.
Yep, that's the idea. All I can say is we'll go for heads. All I can say is playlist is definitely on one with the choice of song at the moment.
I will go first.
Are
Yep.
we Baby Park again?
No, it's Rajang that's on at the moment.
Ah, fair. Fitting.
All right, show me the punchy boy. Yeah, you're going first, right? So.
Yep. Just... Let's ball.
Mm-hmm.
Deck. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, maybe it puts me draw support in this list. Yeah, I think so. Get a sleepyhead.
Mm-hmm.
Tap sleepy.
Yep.
Okay. Get a lily.
All right.
Bench Zapdos. Bench Trubbish.
Ah, okay.
Ban to the Zapdos. Lily for 5.
Yep. Our battle will be curious, to say the least. Legendary might not be the word for it, but curious, definitely. I suppose it is legendary, is it? Because we look at how many we've got on the field right now, but you know what I mean.
That's a rainbow to Zap, and that's it back to you there.
Alright, yeah, you might as well flip for it because I don't know if I'm KOing this first turn. It's always possible that we don't. God, especially when you draw that. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to put Lele down as much as I'm, like, not keen on it. Well, that's probably a really dumb idea considering the way this deck is built, but... yeah, I mean, not a lot I can really freaking do off it is the annoying part. Right, yeah, I've just blanked on this one not actually having Volkner, so, whoops, I fucked up. Because, yeah, like, I have Cynthia in hand, and it's like, I might as well just use that, but, like... obviously forgot I was going to get Volkner because it would make things a lot easier here. This deck doesn't have the Volkner, so whoops. Yeah, no point in even playing the thing down with a bit there. We'll do that, and I mean, I guess we'll put the choice band down. If you feel blur it, so be it. Yeah, because I've already got the Cynthia. I would have rather had Volkner in this situation, but yeah, this one doesn't have that, so yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't even really realistically play through this. So I'm just gonna do that and just ding in. There's no point in bothering. I've not got anything. One of the only hands in the entire deck that could possibly like be considered most of a break, and that was it. I'm not even gonna bother, to be honest. There's like nothing going. Which is hilarious because this deck literally can't break almost like all the time, but you know. Trust me to find the one hand that could possibly do it, you know? Well, I guess we'll go Ultra Ball pitching Coco and yeah, I guess the Guzma. I don't especially want to, but considering the rest of it, probably fine. Yeah, Zeraora seems fine. Grab that. And then go Lily, draw 5. Okay. I suppose I will just attach and pass. Go ahead.
Okay. Let's ball.
Mm-hmm.
All stats prized. Ass. Well. This could suck. This could suck. Archie.
Mm-hmm.
Rope.
Yep.
Things on order.
It's important to get right with this sort of thing, so...
Yeah, but I don't know how much is actually pretty all sensitive right now, but I think I will Archie first.
Yep.
Yeah, can you let it did. Oh, do I get that? One. Tempting, tempting. Now if you can place. Yeah, don't give both of them half. Just take the lily. Just take the. What's with the lily and a way of getting to another Archie? But no, be smart.
Yeah.
Take your lily. Just take your lily for 4.
Mm-hmm.
Turn going. Actually, unit energy to the Zapdos.
Yeah, I figured this would be why this type of deck would have been played, because the unit's got Psychic and Lightning on it, so...
Retreat out. Thunderous Assault for the 80.
Yep. 80 it is. Alrighty, we will draw. Oh, for fuck's sake. This hand is ridiculous, let's just put it that way. Ultra Ball pitching. Cynthia and Choice Band. Oh god, this fucking game sometimes, dude. It just knows. Thing is, Ultra Ball isn't exactly the thing that I want to be dinging with it, but you know. I mean, I guess we get the Zapdos out ourselves. It's probably the best bet here. So I know what I want to get, but we haven't managed to get any in the discard, so there's no point in having, like, the Cocoa Prism at the moment. I think I've prized, like, at least 3 energy looking at this. It's kind of gross, to be honest. I don't know, I'm probably forgetting a little bit of how many's here, but I'm sure there's like 11 or something in this deck. I can only see about 6 or 7 in the actual deck itself, which is kind of annoying. Because I wanted to go more in with this, and I just don't think I can, which is really sucky. Alright, let's just go Energy Switch and just shift this here, because it's probably going to be more important, because I'm going Cynthia, because the rest of my fucking hand is just that. Like, come on.
Cynthia.
I literally had all 4 Cynthia in my hand at the start of that turn. Not even kidding. Just ridiculous. Okay, well, probably for the best I didn't go all in on the stuff. I do have the energy, though. Problem is, I don't even know if that's what I want to do. I just know I probably don't want this thing in the active. Yeah, I was kind of hoping to get the Electro Power as well, and that obviously didn't happen. So what do we actually do? This would be a grand old time to have something like the Jolteon or the what's his face, the Raikou would be pretty good here, but not how this one is built. So yeah, I think I do just go in and Thunderous Assault here. It feels really weird, but because it can't hit for weakness, obviously, so it's not even killing here. But I don't want the Zeraora still in the active because that's easier to pick off. So maybe I'm overthinking it, but.
Away. Umbreon is Aurora.
Yeah, that's kind of the other sort of bit. It's like, well, it forces this at least, but still not great.
Let's see. Can't put my hands full of junk. Tap.
Mm-hmm. That was the other thing. I was tempted to Ultra Ball for like Marshadow instead and just let loose because your hand was kind of big, but at the same time, I was like, no, I can probably do
Honestly,
better.
the let loose would probably have been helpful.
Yeah. I was just looking at it going, I have 4 fucking Cynthia in this hand. What do you want me to do with this, you know?
Meanwhile, I'm kind of choked on poor ideas.
Hmm.
I'm not dead at least, but down substance. Yeah, I just taking electro power, just taking them.
Yep. Yeah, that's the annoying thing.
Live it out. Play the electro.
Mm-hmm.
Just take the KO from there.
Yep. Alright.
Sir, that is a 2-prize KO.
It is a 2-price KO, yeah.
Not bad.
Oh, for fuck's sake, come on. Give me something. I mean, okay, this is probably still fine, but like, for God's sake, stop giving me the supporters I don't need in like fucking hand with it. Alright, we're gonna play the Nest Ball. We are going to just grab and use the Coco here to go ahead and do that. It's the only one that I have in there because my hands have just been complete dog shit. But I do have double energy switch, so we are going to shift both of them up. And then Cynthia with 2 goddamn lilies in hand that I can't fucking use. Like every single turn just drawing the supporters instead of anything that could actually be useful, you know? Thankfully I do have the energy at least, so we have that going for us. I also have Mysterious Treasure, so we are going to pitch Ultra Ball. And we are going to grab ourselves Marshadow. Because, yeah, you are not keeping that. Jesus Christ.
I was choked on my on Erika's and my tech.
Yeah, this is why you don't play like 4 Ericas in the deck. Okay, I don't know if you've
two.
got that
I
many,
drew
but...
both of the fuckers.
Okay, that's fair. Bench another Pikarom. And we will full blitz, and I am not going to misplay with this one this time. It's only to 1 Pokemon that you can put stuff on, but you can put 3 energy down, so we will indeed do that, and I guess it's probably safest going on here. To be honest, I really just want to like murk whatever the hell you bring in with the stuff, because it's like, you're not fucking killing this. Like, yeah, fuck you, you ain't killing this. Good luck, right?
Yeah, I'll admit, I'm probably not killing that.
It's like, I know I should be safe here with it, but...
Nest Ball.
I'm like, there's no shot, so what am I actually worried about with it?
Can I get an item count of you?
Oh yeah, that's fair. I
have
mean,
a
spoilers,
card deck,
it's not
so-
gonna matter, but 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But spoilers, you aren't getting to Garbodor.
Yeah, I'm assuming that even if I go get Trubbish out here, it's just going to eat a tag bolt, but
You're gonna need 3 of them before you can actually be safe, right? Because I can if I get like a gust option, then I'm gonna tag bolt 2 of them. So you're gonna need 3 before you can actually safely say that Garb is a possibility.
so what my opener's going to be.
And yeah, I mean, if you play 3 of them, then that's at least something for it. But
I assume I can't do anything fancy then, which is probably the smart line.
it's probably the smart line. I mean, you can obviously. I wouldn't say don't ever try it. I'm just like, realistically, you are gonna need a hell of a lot before you can get there.
Yeah, I can always do that to get rid of a card. So Rachi.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll take some form.
At least having double Rachi down means the escape rope itself is not the way to do it, right?
Actually,
Yeah, I know I've kind of gone like all in with the item stuff with it here, going, yeah, there's a like Garb's not real, it can't hurt me sort of thing. But realistically, when you don't even have the Trubbish down, I'm like, yeah, it genuinely isn't, right? Yep.
hold on to that for now. So I'll play down. Stretch up for 1.
Mm-hmm.
Zap. Band. Rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
Lily for 5.
Yep.
Bench Zap. Bench Trubbish. This is always happening. Let's think about my numbers here. 180. Anything good for me? No, I just did the 80.
Yeah.
Oh, no, 110, sorry, it's not
110,
bad.
Yep.
Actually, no, I will throw the Electro Power down.
Yeah.
Make it a 2-hit if I find a vault.
Yeah, you gotta find another damage mod to make it a 2-hit, but yep, that's possible. Alright, let's go... Yeah, I mean, I guess since I've set up for it, we probably do need to do it, don't we? Yeah, let's go energy here, and I suppose it does just make sense. We will just tag bolt and take the trubs out here. So we do 200, well, 400 active because of weakness technically, and 170 to 1 bench. Yeah, very, very, very dead.
Yeah, but me. What happened there? Splat.
Yeah, I really wanted to like take this out potentially, but I can't leave this Zapdos with the energy around.
Tap the Rachi.
Yep.
Yeah, I always do want to see this thing here. Take Cynthia.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
Point plays down now. I need that. I could put down a Hillego because there's a chance I could copy full. Need to copy full blitz and play the Cynthia.
Mm-hmm.
Retap to the Tarachi. Tap.
Mm-hmm.
That's good there. Big stretcher.
Okay.
Benja Trubbish and pass.
Okay, we should be able to wrap this up from here then, probably. Oh, not quite wrap it up, but like
Yeah.
be pretty close. Probably reasonable to do it with that too.
Yeah, I probably didn't need to add the extra energies for this. Probably.
Guzman the Trub. And Thunderous Assault for the 80.
Yeah. Draw. Okay.
I don't know how this is right, like I probably should have blitzed and like killed the Zapdos or something, but or even killed this, but like honestly just keeping Garb off the field right now is probably the best bet. But I did have the opportunity, I guess I could have just paid Retreat and full blitz to attach to the other Pikarom, that might have been safer, but eh.
Can afford to do that right now. Big board on that Rachi. Band on the Hillego. Cynthia.
Okay, yep. Well, that's not a gust, so... Oops.
Oh, fuck. Yeah,
Yeah.
no energy.
Yep.
Oh, last prize, pretty much.
I was holding on to like a ton of order. I had 2 order pad that I was holding on to, and I was thinking like, yeah, order pad for Switch or something could have been a thing. But then I was sort of looking at it, going, yeah, there were 2 options that I could go for there. It's like probably Gust that, although
Should be a basic lightning.
yeah, it's like okay, maybe Gust that, and then go. Obviously, this being a choice band there was kind of annoying. I do not have field blower, so it's like, okay, that's something to consider. But it's like, do I gust up the Zapdos and just sting in that? Full blitzing that doesn't make sense because then you've got the option of this. Even though like we've gone through a couple of the energy, but I think every energy you've got can pay for it. So like that's 7 or 8 energy is probably not unreasonable. So like yeah, it probably can just pay for that.
Yeah, honestly, I've got 8 in here. I think I need starting basic lightnings on top of that.
Possibly, yeah. 1 for a Viridian
the list I use
Forest.
as a base here is actually an expanded list.
I could see it because
And,
Garbodor's insane and expanded with all the item pickup. Obviously, it's a pretty good matchup into this one because I'm specifically playing the item-heavy build of this. But yeah, it's like it's a good matchup into most expanded stuff, right? Because expanded's got all of the busted items you could imagine. So of course, like you're gonna play probably half your deck almost as items. So it's very well matched up into a lot of the stuff that way.
The big difference here, if I do so, is that
Yeah.
expanded went for an Ultra Beast engine for its smaller attackers, like 2 Baby Buzz,
Yeah.
and a Beast Energy.
Yeah, because they've got Prism
I
and
decided to,
yeah,
yeah.
they've got Prism energy.
Here, I thought I'd do something a bit more in theory, a bit more reliable. Surprising, because I imagine people, if you see a Baby Buzz, you're going to try and skip the free prize turn with Tag Bolt in this deck.
Okay,
I didn't
have
want
a
to lose to that.
question. Evolves from Rioli. That's not usable with this, right?
I've seen 0-1. I've seen this arrangement before.
feel like it should be okay, but it is weird the way that it's... I mean, it has to say evolves from Riolu, right? Because it wouldn't just... I mean, I guess it could just say if it evolved this
If it's
turn.
Pokemon evolved this turn would also work.
Yeah.
I've definitely
That's-
seen this arrangement in lists before, so...
Yeah, but that feels like something I would question a judge on.
It's worth the
I'm gonna
question,
start-
isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
I think it does, but like does work, even though it... Yeah, because... Oh, I mean... what was the... Yeah, no, it would just say it's evolved. It is kind of weird. No, I get the reason why it would be a question, though.
Oh yeah, I certainly understand the question. That's why I'm looking it up now.
Mm-hmm. Well, as
I don't want to know about Fusion Strike energy.
Well, as you do, I'll go over the idea. I mean, Pikarom is the flagship card from this set, of course. It's not that giant for a tag team. Obviously, it's on the smallest end at 240, but it's a fucking 240 HP basic Pokemon. Like, come on now. Gives up free prizes if it does get KO'd, which is obviously very scary, but it can also accelerate a ton of energy out into the deck, and as you saw, Tag Bolt actually gets in really hard as well. If you've got 6 energy on this thing, or 5 in Thunder Mountain, you can do 200 to the active and snipe 170 on the Benchmon. So any of the GXs which are used for support stuff just get murked immediately. Stuff like Tapu Koko could get gusted to the bench and murked as well in the mirror match, so like that can be kind of insane. And obviously being a GX, the lightning type, you've got damage buffs that you can use with it too. So you can actually hit the 240, 260 sort of marks on the active as well, which is really, really strong. Yeah, this card was basically eternal. Like, it has its checks in the format. It has, like, the Lucario is obviously designed specifically to check it, because if you evolve into it, then it does 120, fighting weakness, takes it out of one shot even with no damage mods. So very clearly, like, that's one. Onyx that we've spoken about before is it's another one that just immediately checks it.
Yeah, that should definitely be
Yeah, and yeah, it's just like, this card is just ridiculously strong though. This particular build is one from slightly later on in the format, the so-called PikaPads, that I believe it was Mahone's group that first like played this to a reasonable thing. They got like 20th place in one of the big regionals or something, and then this one in particular I think was based on the one that came slightly after that, that was like 5th place in another one of the decently big events. So it's meant to be much more aggressive with it and try and play a bit more similarly to the Darkrai stuff of old, where because of things like Thunder Mountain and Tapu Koko Prism, with a lot of energy switching here and order pads to try and find them, it is possible to hit the turn 1 full blitz in this deck as well. And if you do that,
So,
you've basically just won the game, right?
DNA has said that does not work. It did not evolve from Riolu.
Right.
Okay, so there's a lot of lists doing shenanigans running around then. Like I said, it is something I saw other lists doing, so I assumed the ruling was good.
Confusing interaction off of it, huh? Oh well.
Okay, then go back to Ultra Beast build then.
Unfortunate, but it do be that way.
Yeah, let me see. I definitely saw at least one list doing this kind of shenanigan.
Yeah. If I had to change one thing with this, looking at the game stuff we've done, it's one Volkner, basically, is what I would like to sort of fit. Maybe just instead of one of the Cynthia or something, just play one Volkner in here. So you can Tapu Lele for it, go for the Nest Ball that you need or something. Because, yeah, I think, honestly, if I had that in Game 1, I probably would have been in a fantastic position. Because I would have had the Zapdos out on turn 1 and knocked out Urachi active, put on a ton of pressure early. I think, honestly, just one Volkner in here would be fine. The list is designed to just be using hard draw as much as possible with it, right? We've got
For the staples pile, I just want to quickly make edits here. No one hearing that ruling.
We've got Cynthia, we've got Lily, obviously, for the super hard draw stuff. We now have another good big draw card in the Erica's Hospitality. I know that bricked you on this one, but it's probably just playing too many of them within the bit. Off of a Marshadow, this thing is absolutely insane as well, right? And realistically, the fact that we have one Lele in here as well, we've got 2 Marshadow to do like the let loose stuff. And if you get Erica's Hospitality off of that, or you get the Lele to get the Hospitality off of it, then you're probably drawing 5 or 6 cards off of this thing, because most players will just max their bench out. They kind of have to, right? Bench setup is
Beast Energy.
it's pretty big here.
The list
So-
has copies from running a Beast Energy. It was actually a really weird energy lineup. 4 Prism, 4 Rainbow, 1 Beast.
I mean, it makes sense in Expanded, right? I don't know, if you're playing 2 Buzzwole, you could probably play the Beast Energy, but... because it does work with the Nihilego as well. But, I don't know. So yeah, Zapdos Garbodor being a thing, I think it's funny because, like, I know Garb has always been, like, good and stuff here. I'm not sure if Garb actually was being played by this time very much, like, outside
There's a
of it.
Zoroark Garbolith, but it didn't seem very widespread.
Yeah.
I actually have that on me. I just quickly grabbed that, and I was going to run that, just to mess around with it, but when I saw the Garb Zap list, I thought I have to brew with this. This actually seems pretty good here.
It's very cool because especially
This was where I saw. Oh wait, hang on. Did I edit this one actually? Hang on, I might have done a quick edit.
yeah, might
Sure if I
have,
did
I
or
don't
not.
know. But yeah, the idea is really cool because especially with Electro Power being so prevalent because of the lightning stuff, it's like you do have a lot of items being played now. Switch and Escape Rope being played a ton more because of the Rachi. Skateboard, sorry, is being played a ton because of the Rachi. So you've got the Field Blowers, you can punish that as well. And yeah, it's just a ton of item stuff is getting played at the moment. So it makes sense. I wonder if it's just like the reasons why
No, it was
wouldn't
this
be played.
list. Top 32 Illinois regionals with a Ditto and a Luca as the only way to get into Lucario.
It's always possible that there was an incorrect ruling at the time, right? And like this is a weird sort of bit with it. It's always possible that it was just ruled incorrectly on
Maybe
the
they
day
were
or
using
something,
freaking
you know.
Tankerus instead?
Well, they've got DCE in here, so like, I guess it'd be
well,
kind of
yeah,
weird.
That's
It is a
only
bit of an
way I can
awkward
see that.
cost, yeah. I don't know.
That's awkward because you're barely living what it's doing
Yeah,
if you're trying to eat the Zap Beasts.
yeah. I don't know, to be honest. It's always possible that something just went
sorry,
wrong at the day.
Tag
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Who knows? Who knows?
Weird.
Very, very weird sort of happenstance off of it, I guess. But no, I mean, if what we gotta go with what we know now, right? So
That seems like something I'd definitely call out if that was played against me.
yeah, it'd be understandable. It'd be one to call a judge over for it. It's again, it is possible that they just ended up ruling that it did work on the day or something. It's not every judge call ends up being right, you know. So it's possible. I mean, you can have plenty of situations of people getting like wrong calls and stuff that mess things up
actually.
going through. It's always possible. Anyway, yeah.
It's a good bit of ground between various things.
Like I said, pretty cool idea when it comes to the fact of the Garb is pretty strong into a lot of decks at the moment. Like a ton more manual switch and the stuff you can field blow away coming in, just being like, yep, I can swallow up a ton of bits of it there. I think if I had to guess, it is probably how easy the Trubbish is to merc, right? Because the Zapdos kind of eats that sort of thing alive, so it's really difficult to get many of these going. And I don't know, maybe 120 is a sort of threshold that's just not good enough HP-wise at this point. That it's like just too easy for a lot of stuff to hit that. It is just outside of convenient Zapdos numbers, so that's fine. But when you're Trubbish or getting picked off with it, it might be a bit awkward.
Problem is, I've also got 4 of these rainbows.
Which also means if you had to attach one of those to it, then the Zapdos is back on easy numbers again. So it probably is just like a bit soft into the thing, because it's like Pikarom is the main, like what was, I guess, the most successful deck. But even then, most Pikarom decks at the time, again, this one was a later addition to stuff. Most Pikarom decks you'd be playing, especially earlier in the format, were on like triple Zapdos, right? So it's always possible that it's just like Zapdos itself just hates the spit out too much, and then if you can't really get that going, then it doesn't really matter, does it, how many items get played? So that's possibly it. I don't know if it actually is, but hey, it's a cool card still. But yeah, I guess we just don't see as much of it nowadays. Wild how stuff like that goes through, isn't it? But it's not the first time that we've seen that kind of power creep going through things.
Let me just quickly save this then. Save it.
Save it on its side.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not really a lot more to say with my deck here. I mean, you might be confused. There's some people have been confused. Why is the Rayquaza in here with stuff? And it's just because it's an energy outlet. Again, the optimization here is to try and get turn 1 full blitz as much as humanly possible. So we have the Ray that can get an energy out of the discard to itself, and we've got 5 energy switching cards here that we can move it to the Pikarom. You would like to be able to get the full value Tapu Koko. Like, I'm sort of annoying in a way that I could only get 1 off it last time, but it was enough, so whatever. If you can get the Koko plus switches, energy switches, that's like great, but if otherwise, it's like you might end up needing to do Ray plus Thunder Mountain plus a switch or something. If you get access to that, like, it just gives you more options for bringing energy into play. So it's not here to attack because we don't have basic grass energy, but we wouldn't want to really be attacking with it in this deck, I don't think. You certainly could try and play, like, you know, Ray and stuff with Pikarom, but it just doesn't make sense.
Kind of puts you with 6 in play.
Yeah, there's a couple of major drawbacks to it, though. Like I said, I'm sorry, Sided, I fucked up on the Wednesday with this one. You are only allowed to attach to 1 Pokemon with the energy. You can put up to 3 on it, but you can only attach to 1 Pokemon. It is not on your board any way that you like say Trinity Nova nowadays is. So I messed that up because I'm too used to it being that sort of way now. I don't remember if ADP is any way that you like. Probably, knowing ADP, it probably is because it's just stupid. But either way around, it's just like, yeah, you have to attach to 1 Pokemon specifically. So if you are trying to power up the Ray, you don't want to put 3 lightning energy on it because you don't care for that, right? You need the grass energy on there too. You certainly don't want to put 4 energy on the attacking one. So then what, are you only going to accelerate 2? That makes the math worse for it, and yeah, it's awkward. You could play Rainbow
ADP
Brush.
is indeed wherever you want.
I thought, see, this is why I got confused, right? Because it's like the last thing that I played with, of course, was the ADP, and the Arceus nowadays, you see it's seen everywhere with it. It's just like, I just thought, I forgot and didn't read it completely thoroughly, I guess, until after. Whoops. Mistakes are made. But that's what testing is for, right? So it's just being like, yeah, we should probably actually, like, try these things out first and see. Yeah, I think if you were to try and play Ray in a deck like this, you would need to play, like, probably Rainbow Brush in order to swap one of its lightning for the grass in deck, right? Which is certainly possible, it's just very clunky and not really much of a point to it, you know? Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I don't know. Kind of fun idea, but probably not very good. So we'll leave that one on the chopping block, I think. But yeah, no, deck is incredibly fast, incredibly powerful with it. If you don't just like get the one hand in the deck that bricks, you know. To be fair, there's a lot of time you can have like too many energy switches and stuff like that in hand, and that can get a bit awkward. But with Order Pad in here as well as having the Lele and the Marshadow and Mysterious Treasure even, we have 5 ball searches that we can actively get one of our support mons here as well. You shouldn't really be bricking in this deck very often, you know? We've got 10 really impactful heavy draw supports, ways to get to the stuff, double Let Loose in here as well, and yeah, Order Pad might be on a coin flip, but it's another shot to get like your consistency going. So if you hit heads on this, you just get like either Electro Power or an Energy Switch. That can just be game changing in its own right. So, and I much prefer this to the Crushing Hammer stuff that often ended up coming in later on. So I do remember it being a bit awkward that way for stuff of just going, well, try and deny the opponent from doing their thing by playing hammers in the deck, and I'm just like, no, please stop. So, yeah, I mean, if I'm going to play a coin flip item, it's either going to be this or Super Scooper, right? Is the main ones that I'm okay with. Catcher sometimes, but like, come on, we have better gusting than that, let's be real. We don't need to play catcher in this deck.
Catcher maybe after rotation.
No, because catcher actually rotates too. Custom catcher is the only gusting. Custom catcher is the only gusting that we have post-rotation until boss's orders come in.
Damn, okay.
Yeah, that's why decks were playing for custom catcher like almost all the time, because it was the only option that we had. There's great catcher that comes in Cosmic Eclipse, to be fair, but not every deck is susceptible to that, right? There are still some one-price decks that sort of hang on before Zacian invades everything. So, yeah.
And of course, Zacian itself is a V, not a GX.
So it can't. Yep. So it can't be great catchered. They do this every
Yay.
single time as well, right? They gave us like Mega Catcher right as we were rotating the Mega Evolution stuff, right as we were moving away from that. They gave us Great Catcher as we're moving into Pokemon V. They gave us Serena as we were moving back to EXs. They do this all the time, and it's just like, god damn, it's annoying. Please give us like a set earlier. Come on. We need more than 3 months of this.
I swear it's to force you to try and push you to buy the new fancy cards.
And then the funny thing is, they don't even do like a Duelist Genesis with them most of the time, and the new stuff is not generally that like impressive in comparison. I mean, sure, we've got like one, right? But what other Pokemon V other than Zacian is actually good in the first set? Probably not very many of them, let's be honest. It was the same with the GXs. It's like, what GX? It was like Tauros, right? And the Espeon stuff. Honestly, they were better than, that was more of a Duelist Genesis moment than like Generation 4 sort of thing as what, Gen 8. And even Gen 6 was pretty bad for that, right? Like, we're not playing Mega Venusaur or Mega Blastoise out of the gate. Blastoise was fun, but it wasn't competitive, So it's like the new mechanic wasn't really very good out of the gate. That tends to be how it is most of the time, so yeah. We got lucky in this gen, being actually like several good ones to start with. Anyway, this is a massive tangent off the stuff. Are you two want to play a thing, or are we
Yeah.
I do have another deck, I do.
As I know we haven't been playing that long off of this stuff here, but it's just like, yeah, I can already see we're spiraling into the like hour-long tangent mode here. It's like if we actually want to show another deck.
Tangent mode.
It's a very special mode, and it's like, yeah, if we actually are wanting to show another thing off, we probably should.
Heads. I will go first.
And I'm all with a handful of Lily.
Oh, it's this deck. Right, okay. The Persian.
Well, yeah.
Mamma mia.
This is only because of one prize because it's blocked.
So, mulligan draw? Probably should have done that first. It's fine. Alright, and now regular draw for turn, because you were going first, so...
Ultra Ball discarding Darkness Energy and Umbreon. Darkness Energy on the Umbreon, Energy Evolution.
Well, Umbreon to be, hopefully.
This is where we find 4 Umbreon in the prizes as well.
Well, it can't be because you already discarded one.
Play down Devoured Field and pass.
Okay.
Okay, can I have a...
It's interesting to see that go down immediately, but...
Bump for Brooklet.
which is why I'm like, I didn't. That wasn't just like seeing hand stuff. By the way, I'm just like, well, if you're not gonna get any use out of the stadium immediately, probably save it.
Search. This is sticky. Yeah, no, I'm gonna disrespect you. I'm getting that. I'm getting the corner puppy. I'm gonna disrespect. I'm gonna disrespect.
The second energy isn't real; it can't hurt you.
Attach a unit to it. Yeah, he's set up. Pushing hammer. Oh,
Well, I guess it isn't real anymore. That's for sure. Alright.
Lily for 25. Mention Meow. Fortunately, we don't have a way of spoiling your fun. Unfortunately, bad leads will do that. Bad. And pass it back to you there.
Nest ball.
Nestball for Lele isn't going to work. Remember, it goes straight to the bench.
Right, yeah. Well, I'm in a bit of a pickle then. Yeah, no, your head's just on it. I'm not getting anywhere.
Sorry about that. That was a random filler hammer. That was a random.
Of course it was.
I know. I was like doing the guards. I've never fixed up this list. So I'll just.
Actually.
A bolt.
Yep.
Alrighty then. See where we go from here.
Actually, darkness energy. Wait.
Yeah, put it on the right one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, you want to put it there? I'm spoiling your fun. Remember what this card is? It's actually quite mean.
No, he was wanting to energy evolve it, just like the same sort of bit with me in the Switch earlier, just being like, yeah, right idea, just like doing it or like absent-mindedly almost discarding the thing, going, yeah, I know what I want, we know what we want to do, but
I want to play down another card, but Lily for 4.
yeah. That's the double check shuffle, by the way, of just making sure, yeah, I have actually shuffled this deck, because sometimes it's, yeah. Vulpix. Yeah, you see this thing in the active and you go, well, I need another Vulpix down now, thanks for that.
Go ahead.
Best ball. Okay. 2 of those. That's pretty much just that way.
This is going to be a weird matchup, isn't it? Like, no.
Sure is. Sure is.
I'm just looking at this going, so how's this actually going to play out?
Yet. Establish another Meowth. Because this one's probably gonna get retaliated to death.
Well, I mean, you can see it on board, so like, you know. let's not pretend here.
Roll. Ultra Ball, discarding. Ace of Roller. What's my Ace of Roller here? Yeah, I do. Ace of Roller Rope. Get another puppy. Get Lily for
Yep.
Lily for 7.
Freaking buns.
I know, right? Let's ball again.
I'm showing this particular one off for the stream. Since I can see the cards, obviously, I can be like, yeah, alright, show that one off for the stuff here.
Oh, that's right. Both of us prize. That's actually nice. I want this is match up at some point. Into the Rockruff. And yeah, you're having too much fun. Spoil it.
So yeah, 70 damage on your first turn going second for no energy, just like, man, rude. Then again, we've been Zapdosing each other for 80 on turn 1 these last few games, so...
Put down another Eevee. I want to. There's an ordering that I can do here, but I'm not sure if it's correct.
I think I know what the idea is.
I think we do this,
Yep.
and then energy evolve like this.
Yep, that's what I would have done as well. The first Eevee was down from last turn, and then this one obviously is the one just being played for energy evolution.
I don't want to pull the trigger on that too early, so we'll sit the.
Bedis.
Yeah, another ball picks down. And we'll just retaliate from here.
Yep, it's another one of these revenge kill sort of moves. We see this come up a lot, and they are generally pretty good. Yeah, if you get KO'd by damage last turn, you do 120 for 1 energy evolution based energy. Pretty good. Also, exactly 110 HP though, which is really annoying for the Zapdos matchups, but you do force them to keep Electro powering you because you're not a GX, so you know, they've just got to keep having it, really.
Okay, that makes this hand much better. That makes this. Now for balls. Goes down, that goes down. Takes that out. Pokecom, shuffle in Absol.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not doing much in this matchup. I don't think that's.
Yeah, so like Absol is one of those that's like it's almost a targeted thing. It's obviously better than just being just a Jirachi check, but it's obviously targeted towards Rachi, and that's the sort of like we were talking in the Discord about specific counter stuff earlier. It's like that's a bit less on the super specific side, but it's the kind of one that is going to see more play generally than something that stops exactly like one card basically. Unless that one card is destroying the format. Like, if we had something that says you can't play Hypnotoxic Laser from your deck during Gen 5, we'd probably bench that, right? You know?
Take a
Sounds
Ditto.
about right. Yep.
It'd be like, your opponent's items cannot put special conditions down on the opponent. That's the way it would probably read.
Evolve this. Do I bother killing a full pix here? No, I'll leave it. I'll leave your thing in. Hammer targeting bench.
Well, you don't, until you flip heads. You don't need to thingy that.
Just have it.
I know, I know.
PCA, Lily for 5.
Yep. Because indeed, we did not play anything this turn that way.
And yeah, I'll claw slash here then for KO.
Oh, that's really funny, but that might be too much too early. Do I go for it? I think I go for it. Nest ball. Ah, it's in the prizes. No.
Oh no! I think I see what you wanted as well. Oh man. That would have been so cool though. Ah! Where's our beast ball when we need it? I know, but like, Or what else will we have? Gladion, there we go, to like fish it out, fish stuff out of the prizes. That's the that's what we need. Beast ball would just let you confirm. Oh no, it's there. It's like no, we need Gladion in order to do the thing.
Still think we can do things here. Each player, that's probably better than Ultra Ball, discarding Tapu Lele and Cynthia.
Yeah, probably don't want to put Lele down in the face of Dangerous Rogue, eh?
Did I do this and get 4 items though?
Or do we do a slightly different bit? I mean, this is also scary in the face of Dangerous Rogue, to be honest, but like...
We want that. We want that. That's probably going to be needed. We'll rescue stretcher if it will let me. We'll put into deck. Oh, let's do that after.
That's fine.
Energy recycle system to hand.
to Energy Evolve.
Erica's Hospitality for 5.
The return of Steven's advice, except it can be only played at one less card than before. Still, draw 5 is pretty good, so...
It's too, I thought you could play
okay, like
2
2.
before with 8.
Retaliate.
Yep, that is for
150.
150.
Well, Steven, you could play at 6, right? This you can play at 5 cards in hand, because you can only play it if you've got 4 or fewer other cards in your hand.
Shuffle in the Absol again.
But it came back. Thank you for that one, Mr. Hardleg.
Yeah, that's it. Escape rope. That's DC to the Rockruff. And empty threat for 90.
90 minus 30 for each energy that's on the opponent's hand. It was quite an insidious attack, to be honest.
Patch Darkness Energy, Guzma in that damage to Lycanroc.
Yeah, so I was trying to face a roll. I forgot to pick up the bloody prizes.
Retaliate.
Yep, for 60 to get the KO, because there's a choice band on.
Yeah, plus skips the bloody Buzzwole turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
That was the plan.
Yep. It was a damned if you do, damned if you don't moment with it, wasn't it? Because you really want to kill the one that's got the choice band on it, but you can't kill it because then Retaliate comes in and takes you out, and it's just, you know, grumble.
I don't think I got any better option here than just to play the whack-a-mole game again. Actually, I do. There's a vision. Now I'm annoyed. No. Now I'm actually annoyed. I did not give myself the ability to do that. Wait, no, hang on a minute. Oh, wait, I'll say. Kukui. Or 2, get the buff. Yeah, because that's also priced. Ugh. I'm kind of ruined by prices here, not gonna lie. Adventure Puppy. Evolve to Lycanroc. Bloodthirsty Eyes in. Yeah, the one I've damaged. Yeah, the one I've damaged. Buying energy on the Buzzwole. And empty threat KO.
Yep. 80 damage.
Unit energy on the Ninetales. Did we burn those?
It's probably not unreasonable at this point, is it?
Nest ball?
It's like, I don't know if you want to bench anything else here, given the GX attacks are all still alive, but like...
Yeah, fail. We'll do the same for the second one. Cynthia. And we'll retaliate for the KO.
Yep.
Good of you going up with this one, by the way. It'd have been a very easy mistake to make, to go up with the one that has the band already on it.
Didn't seem like a wise idea.
Yeah. No, it's just, it would be very easy to just absent-mindedly go up with this one, right? And not even, like, just not consider it. So, yeah, good to catch that.
Yes, I have to put the energy down. I'll play the Brooklyn in case I get Marshallowed in case I get. /KO.
Yep.
Yeah, this is going to be close, isn't it?
I should hedge my bets. And I got the big lug one turn too late. So I can't do that, even though it would be funny.
We tried, folks. Between the two of us in the last 2 rounds, we really tried.
Retaliate for 150.
Yep. Okay, came up and welcome. Okay. Wait. May retreat to the Buzzwall. Bench the Ansi. Where do I put this? Do I put? Yeah, I think I put this after that. DC on the Rock Roof. Evolve Ditto to Persian, because I don't think he went ready to come here. Nest Ball. Fail. And Ledgehammer for KO.
Yep, 140, so... Oops. Yeah, effectively we're doing the same bit. It's just a manual attach of the Dark Age. Buttons just
Snowy
got in
Wind,
the
put
way.
it on the Lycanroc.
Yeah. I'm getting last prize here, so... Hang on. Well, eyes! Discard your unit energy.
Yep.
Marshadow, put it all back.
Wasn't really doing anything in this situation anyways.
Yeah, I made a mistake opening that bloody Ditto. I did not. I forgot about that potential line I'd have to do because I forgot I had 2 of these fuckers in deck. Yeah, I fucked up. I realised just that turn. But I can. Plus, looking for me. Touch fighting to the Lycanroc. Yeah, I just sledgehammer and hope you don't have it for a turn.
Yep, Sledgehammer's 50.
50, yep.
Yeah.
Ultra Ball discarding Vulpix and Darkness Energy.
Yeah,
It is in
should've
deck.
kept that open. Yeah, I forgot.
Problem is, there's a lot in deck. So what can we do?
Yeah, 22 is quite a lot of cards.
Field search. Oh wait, no, I need to
No,
get
you
some-
gotta get something,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Wait, that's not in there. Shit. What can I even get?
Ah, we discarded it at the start of the game, huh? The Lele.
Yeah, that might just be it. We're gonna have to wait this out, I think. No, I don't think I can afford to wait
that's
it
what I
out.
was trying to do.
I have the energy, but no way to get to it. Yeah, no, you've got it. I can't get to my energy.
Yeah, I fucked up. Oh, what? Where's my
Yeah.
Ace Roll? Oh, did I discard my
You
Ace Roller?
discarded Ace Roller at the start of the game. No,
Oh,
that was first turn
That's what-
discard. Yep.
I thought that was last game for some reason.
Mm-mm.
Deck I'm not very familiar with.
Yeah, there's the spice I was looking to get out.
It was prized. We were gonna see it as well.
What threw me? What threw me? I was
And
like,
it
both of these
would've-
guys
it would've won.
prized? That threw me off. If I was smart, I would have kept both these in play and just double removed your Ninetales and made it very sad.
Yeah, but also
If we
no.
had the Guzzlord, it would have been one. It would have been over.
I mean, it is fighting week, but yeah.
Glutton-GX would have been brutal.
Yeah, Glutton on what? With what the board state was at that point. Like, you needed Guzma as well, right? So an active Lycanroc isn't exactly gonna get killed from full in one go with that. So
I think it was 150, was it not?
on the
If you already hit it, I'd
floor,
retreat
might
to
have been,
Buzzwall
yeah.
at that point, and Buzzwall still doesn't die to Glutton. you have something?
I'm just trying to. No, it might have been. It might have been on the turn that. I'm just trying. What was even the first hits then? Because it was like Retaliate was on. No, it wouldn't have been, right? Because Retaliate was on the Persian first. That took you both to 5. Then the Lycanroc KO'd the Umbreon, and it was at full health. So on the 4-price turn, you were still on full HP. So it wouldn't have been. You would have been able to get a Tyrannical Hole KO on it and still skip the Sledgehammer turn, but you wouldn't have been able to glutton the Lycanroc for 4 prices because there was no damage down on it. Pepper took
Yeah,
the
but I
first
can
KO.
also use this on the 3rd turn as well, the 3-prize turn.
I mean, I guess if you're holding out that sort of long for it, but I don't know if you'd have had the chance for that.
Kind of weird as can make 3 B-strings to a single Guzzlord. You think they'd run a second just to avoid it being priced?
Well, no, because you don't want to start it. This is supposed to be shadow dropped, right? There's a very similar situation to what I had with the Zoroark thing last time round, which is not in my main bits in the old test now, where you don't actually play as a, with the Guzzlord stuff until you absolutely have to. Point is, this is a box.
Meant to be, oops, yeah. I'm taking 3 prizes or more.
Like, this one's playing 2 because Teapot's weird. But you really don't want to bench it down unless you think it out. Because if this gets shown, then it's just like,
You're never letting me get my turn. You're never letting me get a B-string turn.
And if you start with this, like, holy hell, So yeah, Teapot's weird, that's why he's playing the thingy with it, but yeah. Like, I get the idea, but realistically, you need 2 B-string specifically because you have to be able to get that much energy out of the deck. So you need to, at the very least, have access to 2, and at that point, you don't want to prize 2 of these, right? As the sort of bit as the defeating object. I don't know, like maybe there could be a supporter or like either Gladion or even possibly, I suppose, the Beast Ball could be a thing. Because you could Ninetales for the Beast Ball as part of it, right? So like
yeah,
maybe
that might need to be a thing.
Maybe if that's the sort of worry, then yeah, maybe that's the way we could go. Is to go Beast Ball for it rather. But yeah, I mean, I get it. But I also don't think I'd like the idea of playing a second Buzzwole in here. Just because you're gonna start with it every time if you do, and it spoils everything if you do that.
It's meant to be you weren't expecting this sort of thing.
Right, and then the other sort of problem with having 2 of it in here is that if you do have 2 of them, then the opponent's going to start targeting that down initially, right? And just, sure, you get into the B-string turn like one thing earlier, but it means you can't do retaliates beforehand. Half the idea of this is that you get something softened up with a retaliate first, so that Glutton can actually take the KO. If you're starting one of these because you've got 2 of them in play, you're basically just unfortunately skip that step, and there's no way Glutton's going to really do enough at that point. So, yeah, I just think we maybe need a Beast Ball in here to actually get it out. That'd be my one.
A Beast Ball sounds like a good mid step then, yeah.
Yeah, because Beast Ball, whilst it is only for one specific thing, it does at least let you look at your prizes as well, even if you don't have it in there. So it's not that bad, to be honest. I mean, in a deck where Ninetales can search for it, I would probably, I probably wouldn't, like, completely turn my nose up at a card that says, look at your face-down prize cards, and that be just about it, right? As a searchable item, that could easily come up, The
question is, what are we dropping for it?
Yeah, that is the question, isn't it? Because it is pretty tough. We need most everything that we have in here, don't we?
It's probably either a field or an Ultra Ball.
Yeah, the Devoured Field is so important to get the Zapdos kills and stuff, though, isn't it? Because we don't have Kukui in here. That's the one sort of difference between the Zora one that I was playing thinking in.
120?
Yeah. It's the
from fresh. Okay, yeah, I see.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, just because
you get your Buzzwole KOs on with this guy, which sounds important.
Yep. think in that case, probably going to be an Ultra Ball for another ball.
It's either that or one of the baby tails, isn't it?
I also don't want to do those because those can also be a win con.
Yeah, I was surprised you didn't just go for that instead in the previous game, right? I was thinking about it going like, well, what does Pepper do if you just evolve into one of them from the hand?
Do you know what he does? He does this twice and it can't attack.
Yeah, did you even know what that did though at the time? Like, did you remember that was a thing?
I knew it was a thing. I wasn't sure if he was playing that. I didn't know he was doing the split line.
Yeah, I have Empty Threat for that as well, and the Weavile's only 10 off actually. If you leave your field in play, my Weavile can actually take out a thingy if you've got two of them.
Because inexplicably it doesn't resist Fairy. Not Fairy, it doesn't resist Dark, which is weird. Do not understand why it doesn't resist Dark.
GX does though.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand it. It's yeah.
Fat privilege, I guess.
Hey, you said it, not me.
It's a fancier card that gets fancier things.
Sweet, so it's not.
I don't know.
But also, you have to be really careful with your Weavile because I could just Shadow Drop an Umbreon and take it out.
Yeah, it's a weird spot with this sort of stuff, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. Again, it's like, yeah, obviously none of this bit got even shown because the Sneasel was priced, I saw that. It's like, none of this was even shown, so it's like, can you really expect that to play around that when you don't know the deck? Like, sure, game 2 maybe you could if you've seen enough of the stuff, but, like, yeah, we weren't in that sort of position, so I don't know if you could play around that without like, intricately knowing the deck first.
Yeah, because I had no reason to play it down in this matchup at that point, because, well, you just have it. You get rid of all your abilities when you evolve to Umbreon, basically, so...
Yeah, for a large portion of that, until the double GX came down with a bit, it was like, there's not really any abilities even in play, so it's like, yeah, I would have probably expected, if you were going to play it, you know, like thingy it, if you've seen it at all, could have easily just been discarded, right? Because it's like, what is it doing here? It's just giving up a prize, that's what it's doing, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, yeah, idea stuff is cool with it. Obviously, the new Lycanroc from the set here can be very annoying. It's a weird card sometimes with it, because, like, yes, it synergizes with the Persian. That's, like, half of the idea between this exact deck with it, because you discard an energy off their active, that means they've got less on there, so your empty threat does more. But it's always weird with these sorts of ones when it's like you're forced to put it on to discard from the active. So it's like, great, I can discard the thing, but then am I not KOing this turn, I suppose? Because if I was KOing, unless it's exactly with the Persian, like, what's the point of discarding their energy, right?
Yeah, that was the issue I was looking at for most of the game.
Wow, no, your issue was that you double prized it. Let's be honest, you didn't have it for most of the game, so I saw that, and I actually like you were probably the deck search at the time, and I was looking at the prizes, and I seen like two Lycanroc there.
Pretty early, I was like,
yeah.
Where's my Lycanrocs?
No, it's like you were deck searching, I think, at the time when I was looking at your prizes, and so you might not have seen that I actually like peeked at these just to see which ones they were, because I seen like I was like, oh yeah, both of them are available in this deck. So I was like, which one is it? It's like, have I just not moved my mouse enough with this? Is it that? Oh no, it's actually the same one. Oh dear. You know, it's like, wait, this is the same card. Uh-oh. Also, hi, Joe. How's it going? Yeah, weird matchup for sure. I guess the only problem with the Ninetales in the end, we didn't have enough energy to thingy it in, huh? That's a shame. But like, you need the basics. Yeah.
I could maybe drop another darkness for
See,
Reading on
I,
basics probably because of these B strings.
yeah, I think the only awkward thing about having just 2 of these is that you've got like, I mean, this is not an unreasonable thing to have as an attacker, right? And you've got like 4 dudes up here that could potentially take them. I'm just like, I don't know. I would personally, if you're actually still relying, I wouldn't even say relying, but if you're leaning on being able to use the non-GX, I would probably want a 3rd energy that could use it, personally. But that is just me, you know.
I think I would want a 3rd.
Because we have just about enough, right?
This guy.
Yeah, and you know what this guy dies to? Like half of the format. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't die in one hit to the Zapdos at the very least, but it gets wrecked by like so much in this format now, doesn't it?
Not a good weakness to have right now.
Nope. That's what I'm getting at.
Oops, Beast Energy, Diancie, Sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, you don't even need the Diancie if you've got Beast Energy, yeah.
Oh right,
It's 60 at that point, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see why I'm like, probably not a good time to play that. It gets caught in the crossfire is the main issue, right? Because, yeah, it's like, what are you playing against the Pikarom? You're playing fighting stuff, right? What does the fighting stuff do? It kills this as well. And, yeah, Buzzwole is widely enough played, this one, that even if you're not one-shotting it, do you really care? Because it's like, you're trading 2 hits at best, but you do it with a single energy. They do it with 3, or 2 with a DCE, but like that's a limited resource that's hard to find as well. You're just on 1 basic energy, so like, do you even care if you're trading 2 shots with it? Probably not. And then yeah, it's like every, I say every. Obviously, the deck I played, the PikaPads one, is a little bit tougher to get around this one, but that's because it's specifically focusing on the higher bit. Honestly, either of these is probably pretty strong into that matchup. If you take the Zapdos out, I've got nothing I can deal with this, so it's like, okay. But that's one later on like part of the format that's like hyper-spec'd into that. Most of the time you're going to be going against stuff with like Zapdos that just like takes it out, you know. Because again, Zapdos probably doesn't care either that it's trading 2 shots, because you'll just happily take him out over 2 turns with that, you know.
Or if you take one out again, I can Shadow Drop an Umbreon and take it out that way.
Yeah. Yeah, you
There are
might need to be a
options
bit,
deal with low points.
bit louder. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was taking a drink, so I moved the microphone away a bit.
Yeah.
Do you have options for dealing with low Zapdos counts in this?
Yep. Yeah, no, like this particular deck is pretty good at trading with the Zapdos, right? Because, like I said, Umbreon one-shots it, and they have to Electropower every time to keep doing their hits on you. If they can't Electropower hit you as well, then you're able to just establish more of a board, and at that point you can probably muscle through them. Obviously, Devoured Field Glutton is also a thing that you can go into them, so this is, I wouldn't say hyper-specialized into dealing with, or like headhunting that deck, but it certainly does a good job of doing it, right? Of just like eating up the Zapdos stuff. Whereas...
Again, Umbreons can also 2-shot the Tag Team GX as well.
Yes. Yeah, so Pikarom's not entirely safe or anything off it either. Really, the big catch is you've just got to be careful of their Tag Bolt turn, right? If they can manage to get a Tag Bolt and one-shot the GX, then you're probably in a huge amount of trouble, because they've just taken 3 prizes off of that.
Yeah.
So...
I think at that point you don't put down GXs until you can deal with that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a tough spot though, because the other thing that can happen is they just take out like 2 of your Umbreon bit, right? And we don't have that much that can recover them. So it's not like they're infinite in here. So if they take out 2 EV line in the same turn, that's also probably tough.
You'd probably need to have your Ninetales and several EVs down just to be safe.
Yeah. So not a free matchup, but it's certainly not unreasonable to play against compared to a lot of the stuff.
There's a route.
Yes. Which is more than we can say for some decks, anyway. Not the stuff we played today, though. The stuff we played today was kind of great. Yeah, so I guess this is it for this format then. I know you still had the Charizard stuff we hadn't really, like, seen, but...
That doesn't really go anywhere, though.
Not
Like, it can still
especially...
function.
Yeah, it
I think
can.
the problem is it can get pushed out with by all the Welder using fire decks.
Yeah, a
Which is
little,
fair.
but, you know.
I mean, it can still do turn 2, 210.
It can do more than that if you've got 2 fires in hand.
Yeah.
Because, guess what? You can play Welder in that deck, too.
Oops, I killed your tag team on turn 2.
I mean, think about it. Yeah, Welder, Roaring Resolve, and Attach for turn. That's 5 energy on that thing. That's 280, you know?
Splat.
Very splat, yeah.
I'm sorry, you're playing what deck?
Yeah. Wait, I've stopped caring. Continuous Blaseball. I suppose I've said it in the Discord before, but given how many decks there are that I want to play next thing that and like I'm excited to go through, yeah, we probably need more stuff to play against if anything else, right? So, yeah, Zard will still be fine. We could probably add to it at that stage anyway. There's a couple other dumb
It'd be
things.
worth doing like a testing session where we
Yeah.
build some stuff on the Wednesday then?
Yeah,
Since we're
most
not doing the
likely.
proper...
Yeah, I think that seems likely. Yeah, as far as other silly deck stuff here, Quagsire and the Garnadel stuff is still reasonable this particular format because you can play the Onyx that can one-shot the Pikaroms, and Quagnag trades at least somewhat decently into Zapdos. It's a bit awkward because they are basic and you're a stage 1, but, you know, we've got plenty of other tools around it that we can do. Yeah, Guzzlord-GX actually comes back quite a bit in this particular set. I can't imagine why, right? Although obviously Zapdos does resist it, so it's sometimes a bit weird. But yeah, you got a bunch of stuff you can do with that. So, like, there's a Beast Box deck that instead of playing the Duskmane, the Crozma and stuff that I played with the Garnadel before, you basically just play Guzzlord-GX in there instead and focus on fighting instead of metal. Still play all the stack attackers though, because then nothing can kill you and it's great. And then the last one that starts coming back here, which I was considering playing, but I really just wanted to have Jolteon come out. Ultra Necrozma Malamar is also quite good here, but that's also going to stay fine as we keep going on. But one of the big problems that that deck had before, if we bring it out, is the fact of you couldn't find the metal energy, and also sometimes being a frail 2-prize dude, the Ultra Necrozma could trade poorly into a stuff. Like, you didn't want to use this against single-price things, and I don't know, before Lost Thunder there wasn't really a good secondary attacker that was like completely great to use all the time. But now, by the time we get to Team Up, this is basically all fixed. We've got Giratina that's the single-prize stuff against other single-prize decks, and Ultra Necrozma now trades 2 prizes for free into Pikarom. It does a lot of damage, we'll say, and also the metal energy is now searchable via Viridian Forest, which is possible to pick up from Jirachi, blah 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 blah. So it's like, it's a lot easier to get the energy now for this thing, and we also have Marshadow that we can use as either a Giratina or a Ultra Necrozma by the time it comes to discard, and we can use this to flatten the Pikarom as well if we need to. It's a bit frail, obviously, but yeah, just copy your Giratina in a discard, you don't need to bring it out, and go from there. It's pretty great. Absol also messes up a lot of the stuff, as we have seen today, so yeah, this deck's pretty good too, but didn't necessarily have to play it here. I figured I might be the only one actually repping Pikarom today anyway, so I thought, it's probably fine that I don't play this one.
I'll wait for next deck because I can play with Electromagnetic Radar then as well.
That's fair.
DNA.
Yeah, that is obviously a pretty big innovation for it. The Alolan, the Raichu pair is the other one, but I think that's Unify Minds, isn't it? So, bit of a shame on that. But that'll be another big evolutionary step forward at that stage. The subtle reason I wanted to play it this time round is what we saw during the game, is that our second game. we don't really have an out to Tag Bolt in this format. The best we'd have is Machoke if you wanted to tech that in, but that's a stage 1 line, right? Next set, there is the Bench Barrier that comes in with the Mew. So, and Bench Barrier Mew is actually pretty good just as a low-key attacker as well. Like, it's got the Psi Power, put 3 damage counters on the opponent's board wherever you want, right? It might not be the best thing, but it's for a colorless energy, and that's better than a lot of stuff that way. And the fact of it that is so ubiquitous with a lot of spread damage based stuff means that you will see it in most decks going forward, right? So it's a lot more difficult to get a full value Tag Bolt next round than it is this one. So that was the other reason I was like, well, one, Pikarom was technically best deck in format this thing round, and we should probably at least make a decent mention for it. 2, I mean, it's a lightning deck, of course I'm going to play it anyway. But 3, yeah, there was a subtle thing of going, yeah, I'm just going to blow up 2 Pokemon this round, and there's nothing you can do about it, right? So, I was like, yeah, if you can't kill this thing when I do full blitz, then you are losing 2 Pokemon next turn, and there's nothing that's going to stop it, right? So, yeah, that was the sort of logic as to why I bought it this time around. Anywho, yeah, more than enough blabbing on about all the stuff with it here. I think next set is it's going to take a while before we actually get the battle stuff out for it, but that's because we're taking a Christmas break, obviously. But next set, oh boy, next set. There's so many good cards in there, so much stuff for it. We are going to need to clear up a lot of bits here to bring this out, because it's over 200 cards in this set, so we're probably going to just want to clear everything out here. On the YouTube side, thank you very much for watching, if you stuck this far around, as always. Yeah, I know we blabbed a lot in the middle of this one too, but there was some very interesting and some very, very fast games going on today. Zapdos is a bit of a menace that way, isn't it? So
I imagine people are used to our little tangents at this point.
I would hope so. I would hope so, but you never know, right? This could be somebody's thing with it. I haven't got all of the Lost Thunder ones up yet. I've got one more video to do, but the last one got like 3 times as many views as average on that. So by now, so you know, it's always possible. Anyway, yeah. We're going to take a look at this on the stream. 238 cards. What a monster of a set, right? Yeah, we're going to take a look at this on stream stuff at the moment. And we'll see you guys for this set description.